I never imagined I would become the main character in a nightmare that could rival any Reddit cheating story. I wasn't suspicious by nature. I was raised to believe in love, the kind of love that doesn't require constant surveillance or second guessing. I believed in trust, in soulmates, in building something sacred with the one you adore. And that was what I thought I had with Melissa. We met in college. She was a vibrant architecture student with wild ideas and a laugh that could melt walls. I was a quiet software engineering major, someone who found poetry in code. She used to say she loved how steady I was, how calm, how I always listened. Our first date was coffee on campus. Our last? Well, you'll see. 3 years into dating, I proposed. She cried. I cried. We danced barefoot under twinkle lights at our garden wedding. Everyone said we were perfect, and for a time, we were. Dinners cooked together, road trips, shared playlists, lazy Sundays spent curled up with movies. It was quiet, it was consistent, and it was enough, until it wasn't. The changes came subtly. Hugs started feeling like routines. Kisses were pecks, not promises. Melissa's smile, once soft and warm, began to feel distant, practiced. She was tired all the time, distant. I blamed stress, the weight of life. She had demanding interior design clients. I worked long hours writing code. We were just tired, I told myself. Then the phone habits started changing. The phone that always lay face up now stayed flipped. Passwords were added. She clutched it like a lifeline, excused herself mid-conversation to check it. I asked once, gently. She said it was for client privacy. One night around 2 a.m., I woke up to whispers from the kitchen. She said it was Lisa, her best friend, going through something emotional. But I knew Lisa. Lisa wasn't the 2 a.m. whisper type. Her voice was soft, secretive. I lay awake that night, a seed of doubt taking root. Soon she started dressing differently, buying new lingerie, but not wearing it for me. Late nights became more frequent. She came home smelling of a cologne I didn't wear. I tried to believe it was in my head. But then came the breaking point. I returned early from the grocery store one afternoon. The house was too quiet. Upstairs, I heard muffled laughter, a male voice. I bolted upstairs, heart pounding, only to find Melissa alone, sitting on the edge of the bed with a magazine. The scent of someone else still hung in the air. I asked, and she brushed it off, said she didn't know, that she was reading. She was so calm, so cold. That night, I knew I needed truth, not guesses, not half-believed reassurances. I ordered a hidden camera online, the kind disguised as a smoke detector. I installed it above our bed while she was out. I hated myself for it, but I needed to see. I needed proof. For days, nothing happened. She lounged, watched shows, changed clothes. I began to question my paranoia. Until Friday, 1:08 p.m. Melissa walked into our bedroom wearing the red dress I had bought her for our anniversary. She looked stunning. My heart clenched. 1:10 p.m. A man entered the room. Tall, fit, casual. He didn't knock, didn't hesitate. Just walked up and kissed her like he'd done it 100 times. She laughed, threw her arms around him. My wife. They made love in our bed, the bed where we had once dreamed about our future. He called her Mel. She called him Eric. She whispered, "My husband's basically just my roommate now, pays the bills, doesn't even notice." I sat, staring at my monitor, feeling everything inside me collapse. They didn't even close the blinds. It was like I never existed. Eric asked if she was going to leave me. She giggled. Eventually, that night she came home smiling, asked if I wanted Thai, kissed me on the cheek. I nodded, numb. Inside, I was already dead. I didn't confront her yet. I needed more. Proof beyond denial. I installed more cameras in the living room, in her car, even in the closet. 2 weeks of betrayal, 2 weeks of watching them sneak around, whisper about me, plan their weekends. She brought him on a supposed girls' trip to a cabin I owned. I saw Eric on Instagram. He posted from my deck, beer in hand, oblivious, arrogant, and then I had it all. I waited. Our 10th wedding anniversary. Melissa booked us dinner at a fancy restaurant. I played the part, smiling, romantic, attentive, bought her roses, a necklace. She looked radiant, happy. Over dessert, I handed her a small box. She smiled, expecting jewelry. Instead, she found a USB drive. "What's this?" She laughed. "Your real gift," I said. That night, I locked myself in the guest room. 3:24 a.m. The knocking started. She pounded on the door, shrieking, "You monster! You spied on me. You violated my privacy." I opened the door slowly, looked into her wild, tear-streaked face. "You cheated in our bed," I said flatly. She crumpled, begged, said it was just physical, that she was lonely, that I ignored her. I didn't argue. I just handed her divorce papers. "Filed this morning," I said. "You can stay with Eric or Lisa." She collapsed. Her family was horrified. I showed them everything. Her mother sobbed. Her father cursed her. Her brother disowned her. Eric? He ghosted, blocked her, didn't want drama, didn't know she was married. She called me every day, texted, emailed, even cried at my job. I ignored her. 60 days later, our divorce was finalized. She left with nothing. The judge saw the footage. He said I deserved peace, gave me the house, the car, everything. It took time to heal, months of therapy, of rebuilding. I started lifting weights. I picked up photography again. I traveled. I saw sunlight again. One day, I laughed, really laughed, and I knew I was free. 2 years later, I live in a different city. I run my own software consultancy. I'm dating someone honest, kind. She knows what happened. She accepts the scars, loves me anyway. People always ask, why didn't I scream, break things, ruin Melissa? But I did. I left her with the truth. I let her implode on her own guilt. Sometimes revenge isn't about fury. It's about silence, strength, walking away with your head held high, never looking back. Because that hidden camera didn't just catch her cheating. It caught the death of trust, the unraveling of love, and the rebirth of a man who finally remembered what he was worth. The end.